on the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. This is Warriors basketball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast as the Rochester Christian Warriors host the Cornerstone Golden Eagles in Game 1 of our Saturday doubleheader between these two schools. The men's game will take place later on this afternoon around 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll have that one for you, as always, right here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. But business to attend to here in the women's competition before we get to that. Warriors come in off a thrilling victory a weekend ago against 20th ranked Indiana Tech. Came back in the final seconds of that one to pull out the 54-53 final. They went to 5-1 to start conference play. On the other side, Cornerstone comes in 4-5 overall, 2-3 in conference play, their last time out falling against Cleary. Get to the starting lineups for both these teams, starting with Cornerstone. They'll go with this five for head coach Jessica Yonkers. At guard, Jaxie Long. She'll be out there with Abby Hall, Julie Ashbaugh, Abby Banstra, and Laura Inner-Ebner. We'll talk about Jaxie Long here in just a second, but to get to the Warriors starting five for Coach Ocampo this afternoon, it'll be Amal Eunice, the freshman, who played the hero last weekend against Indiana Tech. She'll get her third consecutive start for Rochester Christian. She'll be in the backcourt with Simone Andrews and Ashley Loon. Kendall Zeider and Mila Alls are the forwards. And to go back to Cornerstone and Jaxie Long, the guard. Second on the team coming into play today in points per game, just under 15 per contest. Shoots it at a pretty good percentage from three, just under 37%. But it was last November, last season against the Warriors, exploded for 33 points on November 20th of last season. Knocked down 7 threes that night. And in the follow-up matchup here at Garth Pleasant Arena last season, 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists back on January 29th, so a couple big games a season ago in this matchup for Jaxie Long. We'll see what she has in store for us here today, but right now we send it down to the floor to public address announcer Mark Stowers.
As a reminder, Rochester Christian and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. We ask all players and fans to do their part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in this afternoon's game. At this time, we ask that you would please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats and join us in a word of prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner that by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game today. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Cornerstone, wearing number 4, Abby Hall. Number 12, Julie Eschbach. Number 13, Jackson Long. Number 15, Abby Banstra. And rounding out the Cornerstone lineup, number 22, Laura Enner-Ebner. Their head coach, Jessica Younger's assistant coaches, Ashley Dawn, Matt Wallace, Jaylee Long. And now, introducing starters to your Rochester Christian University Warriors. A 5'6" freshman guard, number 1, Amar Younes. A 5'8" sophomore guard, number 5, Simone Andrews. A 5'7" senior guard, number 15, Ashley Lou. A 5'9" sophomore guard forward, number 24, Mia Oh! And rounding into the line, number 6'2" senior forward, number 21, Kendall Thayer.
Well, there you have it. That is the word from inside of Garth Pleasant Arena from public address announcer Mark Stowers. Stephen McDonald here with you on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors just about set to jump it up with the Golden Eagles. Get to the starting lineups once more. Before we jump it up, for Cornerstone, it's Hall, Ashbaugh, Long, Banstra, and Enner-Ebner as the tip is up, and we are underway, controlled by the Warriors. Ashley Loon has it. She's out there with Eunice, Andrews, Zeider, and Alls. Eunice send it around the arc. Now Loon rises and fires for 2, does not fall. Loon so far this year, just about 9.5 points per game on the season, just above the elbow, banks it home for 2. Count the 2 for Ashbaugh to get things started. Alls driving, leans in, off glass, no. Zeider got a hand on the rebound and tapped it out of bounds. Ashbaugh comes into this game the leading scorer per game for Cornerstone, 17.5 per contest. Shoots it well from the free throw line. Just about 82% at the line this season. Straight away it goes for Hall. Gets it back from Enner-Ebner. Now this way back to Ashbaugh, 10 to shoot. Drives in, layup, does not go this time for. Battle for it on the floor. It's Alls getting tangled up with Abby Banstra there. Three to shoot, baseline inbound for Jaxie Long. See what she can do with it here. Tosses in for Enner-Ebner, who hoists for 3. Couple hops off the rim, doesn't go. Rebound down to Zeider. Kick it into the corner. Loon wants a 3, got the 3. Mentioned in the open to our broadcast, Loon shooting it pretty well this season from three-point range, right about 36%, with some volume, about 5 attempts per contest. Gets one here early, turning, shooting, and missing off the heel. Offensive rebound, though, for Cornerstone and Banstra. .7:53 to go first quarter. Warriors by 1 on the three-point shot by Ashley Loon. Backing up with it is Long. 8 to shoot, gets it to the elbow. Interebner floats it one more inside. Some contact there, but no call. Zeider was there defensively down low. Float it to her here, turning, hooking, and it skims off the rim. Swing it around the arc to Hall. Just about 9 points per game for her so far this year. Baseline, a grab and a foul. Banstra got the feed from Ashbaugh. Foul's going to go on Alls, her first, team's first foul of the day for either side. Toss it this way, looking for Hall. That was tipped by Loon, but controlled by Cornerstone. Loon does end up with the basketball. Drops it off to Simone Andrews. She'll pull up for a long two. Try to zip it inside, pass deflected out by Mila Alls, looking for Interebner there. Pass inbound to Hall, that's knocked away by Zeider, but a whistle and a foul. Zeider picks up her first. Hall to the free throw line. First one's up and rattles through. Hall, one of 4 players for Cornerstone to start all now 10 games so far this season. Second one doesn't go. Put it back up and in, though, for Julie Ashbaugh. Solid start to the game for Ashbaugh. Second basket for her. Eunice launches a 3. Pulled off the floor by Abby Hall. Baseline 2 for Ashbaugh. Ashbaugh quickly with 6 points here in the first few minutes of our contest. Spiraling and scoring at the other end goes Zeider. Zeider has been so good of late for the Warriors. Comes in just under 10 points per game, also 7 rebounds per. Free throw line jump shot, spins around on one, hop off the rim, does not fall. Another board for Zeider. She'll try to go coast to coast here, backs it into the paint, got her own miss and puts it in. All tied at 7, 5:27 to go first quarter. Putting it on the floor from the free throw line was Ashbaugh, turns it over. Up ahead, Simone Andrews, one-on-one with Hall, reverses and scores. First basket of the day for Andrews. She comes in 10 points per game on the year, playing 29 minutes per contest. Has 6 games already this year with 10 or more points. Her season high 24 against Northwestern Ohio. Trapped on the baseline and they'll call a travel. Not a lot of room down there. Getting double teamed was Ashbaugh. That'll send us to the first quarter media timeout. 4:40 to go in the first. It's the Warriors by 2 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. 4:40 to go in the first quarter. It's the Warriors 9, Golden Eagles 7. Loon tosses in the direction of Zyder, who lost it out of bounds, just a touch out of her range. Zyder already 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 of 4 shooting. Did pick up a foul, though, just a couple minutes ago. Ashbaugh for Cornerstone has 6 of their 7 so far. Abby Hall has the other 1 coming at the free throw line. Knocked down the first of 2, missed on her second. Loon tight-roped the baseline, able to hold it in for Zyder. Zyder trying to gallop ahead, turns, lays it up. No, got her own miss off glass. This one doesn't go either. It'll be Warriors basketball out of bounds. Couple misses on that last possession for Zyder. Warriors shooting at 4 of 12 to start the game. Cornerstone 3 of 9. Golden Eagles already 4 turnovers here in the early going. Simone Andrews wants to go to the interior for Zyder. She gets double teamed down there, throws it up, and it pinballs and falls. Floated to the elbow, good look there on the lay-in. Gortmaker for 2. Give the assist to Ashbaugh. Gortmaker got it to the elbow for Ashbaugh, then immediately cut to the basket and got it right back from her. Amal Eunice wants to settle things at the logo. Couple subs getting ready to check in, 1 for each side. Summers will check in for the Warriors. Rising and missing was Andrews. Swing it around, extra pass into the corner for Gortmaker. 12 to shoot, 2 and 17 to go in the quarter, off glass, and another rebound for Zyder. That'll be her 5th rebound already to go along with 6 points. Can't get the shot to fall at the other end. So it'll be Summers checking in for the Warriors. Banstra comes back in for Cornerstone. Gortmaker to Banstra, extra feed, finds Sure for 3. First 3 of the day for Cornerstone comes from Maddie Sure, and that's a player that the Warriors will have to watch out for from 3-point range as that's knocked away. Ellie Newhouse, the freshman, got a hand on it. But for sure, 7 of her 13 field goals coming into the game today came on 3-point shots. She'll start out this game 1 for 1 on that 3 ball just a moment ago. Sure doesn't score a ton, just averages 3.7 points per game coming in, but has games with 9, 8, and 7 points. Couple ones going at it as Gortmaker checks Amal Eunice. Loon to Williams. Hands off for Eunice just above the free throw line, knocks it down. Eunice last time out against Indiana Tech, 15 points, couple rebounds, 3 assists, also had 4 steals in the winning effort. And she's gotten a ton of playing time over these last couple games, averaging just about 26 minutes per game over her last 3, including playing all 40 minutes of the game last Saturday. Final 33 seconds of our opening quarter. Eunice now being guarded by Jaxie Long. Was on Gortmaker on the last trip down the floor. There's about a 2-second difference between clocks here. Andrews nearly had it stripped, bounces it for Tambry Williams, who gets tied up with 4 to shoot. Foul goes on Banstra, her first, team's first. 7.1 seconds to go in the quarter. Baseline inbound for Amal Eunice. Gets it back from Williams. Williams goes in, layup, no, whistle, a foul. This one goes on Newhouse. Saw Newhouse about a minute ago, got a block. Picks up the foul here. Second team foul, 1 second to go in the quarter. First free throw is off by Tambry Williams. Second one rattles out. One last heave for the quarter comes up short. And at the end of one, Cornerstone leads by 1, 14-13 over Rochester Christian. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with some stats from that first 10 minutes of action from Garth Pleasant Arena on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Kendall Zeider and Julie Ashbaugh, each with 6 points apiece in that first quarter of play for their respective teams. Zeider added 5 rebounds as well. Cornerstone turned it over 5 times in the first to just 1 turnover by the Warriors. And we're underway with quarter number 2. Cornerstone with the 1-point lead. Warriors start with the basketball. 3 is up and short by Lockheed. So out there for the Warriors to begin quarter number 2, it's Eunice, Summers, Loon, Lockheed, and Williams. Hall, Ashbaugh, Long, Banstra, and Inter-Ebner for the Golden Eagles. Lay it up and in for Ashbaugh. Ashbaugh already with 8, has 4 games this year of 20 or more points. Eunice launches the 3 and connects. Eunice has been good over the last few games from 3-point range. Last Saturday against Indiana Tech went 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Inter-Ebner Long 2. Rebound, almost lost it off her foot, did Ashley Loon. Summers posts it for Williams. Back outside to Lockie, who drives. She'll float and fill it. Couple quick buckets to start the quarter for the Warriors. Got the 3 last time down the floor from Eunice. Then Lockie drains the 2. And that'll be another turnover by Cornerstone, their 6th. Warriors just haven't been able to capitalize just yet off of those turnovers. Just 2 points off turnovers so far. Summers swinging around the arc to Lockie. Down low, Williams turns baseline, got it. Tough angle from down there, but she made it work. Warriors by 4. Innerebner goes through the paint, missed it on Williams. Rebound, Tambry Williams. Send it outside Summers, looked at the 3, walks baseline. Eunice does want the 3, that's too strong. Tracked down far corner by Tambry Williams. No reset of the shot clock, so 5 to shoot. Outside Loon, left alone for 3, makes them pay, counted in a foul. She'll go to the line for a chance at a 4-point play. Her second 3 of the first half. Warriors shooting at 3 of 6 to start from beyond the arc. Eunice has the other 3. Free throw is up and off the heel. So the Warriors will settle for 3 on that possession. Gortmaker goes all the way in, uncontested, missed the shot. Eunice tries to bounce it for Williams. That was kicked aside by Abby Hall. And the run for Ashley Loon on 3-point shooting continues. Now has at least 2 made threes in 6 of her last 7, including going 5 of 10 from beyond the arc against Bethel and 5 of 8 against Aquinas a couple games ago. In that stretch, the only game she didn't make 2 or more was last time out against Indiana Tech, was just 1 for 2 from 3-point range. Didn't shoot it a ton last Saturday, though. Clock stops, 6:53 to go until half. It's the Warriors by 7. Officials talking this one over. As it stands right now, Amal Eunice ready to throw in from the baseline. Official gives us the thumbs up. We're ready to go. Eunice curling off the handoff from Williams. Almost got the shot to fall, but she'll go to the free throw line. Foul goes on Gortmaker, her first, team second of the second quarter. Andrews comes in for Loon. Eunice at the free throw line. First one's up and through. And this is where, a weekend ago, Eunice ended the game for the Warriors. Went 2 of 3 at the line to give her team the 1-point win. Second one was no good, but a whistle in the lane will give her another shot at it. And it looks like the officials maybe found some blood on Amal Eunice. She's being taken back to the locker room as she was holding out her left hand. So they'll attend to her. 24-16 our score. When we come back, somebody will shoot the extra free throw for the Warriors. We'll find out who it is next on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. So it looks like after the stoppage in play, they took Eunice back to the locker room. Ashley Loon looks like she'll be the one to take this additional free throw. And now it looks like as Loon was getting ready to step to the stripe, looked like Julie Ashbaugh found an additional spot on the floor that needs attending to, so both teams go back to their benches while they do that. Warriors 5-1 in conference play coming into play today. Cornerstone 2-3. Warriors have won back-to-back games here of late. They've won 4 of their last 5. Came into the weekend second in the conference standings to only Lourdes, who's 5-0. In fact, the lone loss in conference play for the Warriors was at the hands of the Gray Wolves. Eunice has since emerged from the locker room. And so she'll come back in for Loon, who was ready to take the additional free throw for her. Free throw is up and got it to go. So after all that, 2 at the line for Amal Eunice. Long trying to get downhill on Tambry Williams. Missed the shot, but got knocked down and fouled. Simone Andrews picks up the foul, her first. Long so far has been quiet. Just 1 shot so far she missed. Has a couple rebounds and 1 assist. First free throw splashes through. Highlighted in the open to our broadcast what Long did to the Warriors a season ago. Had 33 in their home game against the Warriors as she knocks down both. Then came here to Garth Pleasant Arena in late January and scored 17. She gets her first 2 of the afternoon at the free throw line. Eunice, far side of the floor, driving, missing it short on the lay-in was Lockie. 6:15 to go till half, 25-18 our score. Hall fires for 3 and fills it up. Hall knocks down the 3, gets it back to a 4-point game. Simone Andrews rings in the 2. Hall making good use of her opportunity this season. Played in 19 games a season ago, but just about 5 minutes per game. This season has started all 10 games, including today. Averages 25 minutes per game. Extra pass goes right back to Williams, who missed on the shot. Visibly frustrated at the end of that play. Outside it goes. Hall steps into a 3, this time off the heel. Good closeout by Lockie. Float it for Summers, who misses off glass. Long lost it on the floor, tied up by Eunice. Possession arrow will stay here. Abby Banstra comes back in. Pass tipped off the inbound by Simone Andrews, almost got away with it. Lockie kind of knocked it out to her, but just unable to corral it. Driving Hall, and a whistle and a foul. Eunice picks up the foul. For Eunice, that'll be foul number 2 on her, team's second of the second quarter. And with 4:55 to go in the first half, the Warriors 27, the Golden Eagles 21. Media timeout on the floor on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors lead it by 6. They trailed by 1 after 1. It was 14-13. They've since outscored Cornerstone here in the second, 14-7. Amal Eunice leads the Warriors with 7 points, picked up the foul that sent us to the media timeout. Julie Ashbaugh leads her team with 8 points, also has 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And speaking of assists, Tambry Williams, the forward, has 5 of them here in the first half. First free throw up and good by Hall. Warriors do have a number of players on their team as the second one spins out that are more than capable passers for Coach Ocampo, but not sure you're going to see too often. Tambry Williams, 5 first half assists with still 4:45 to go in the first half. Ashley Loon gets a screen by Zyder, swing it topside and around to Andrews. Shahad Bakar into the basketball game, finds Zyder who misses. Outside it goes to Loon for 3, that's short. Simone Andrews finds it on the floor and gets fouled. Jaxie Long picks up her first, team's third. Andrews at the free throw line sinks the first. Second one up and through as well. Back to a 7-point differential. Andrews now 6 points here in the first half. Tries to pick the pocket of Long. Nearly successful, just ran out of room on the sideline. Hall being guarded by Shahad Bakar. 7 to shoot. Trying to back her way in was Ashbaugh. Turning as the shot clock expired. Rebound tracked down over in the corner. Long heaves it up and scores. Defender draped all over her, threw it up with the left hand and got it to go. First field goal of the day for Long, as Alls charges in, missed on the shot, rebound Long. Ashbaugh picked up the dribble on Zeider. And then a reach in and a foul. Looks like it'll be on Long. It is on Long, her second, team's fourth. Innerebner and Schur come back in for Cornerstone. Schur knocked down a three earlier in our first half as Shahad Bakar drives. Neither side as the floater hops around and does not fall for Long. Neither side has shot it at a very high percentage here in the first half, just 35% for the Warriors as Alls hangs and misses again. And just about 39% for Cornerstone. Ashbaugh knocks down the lay-in. Ashbaugh into double figures with 10, also has 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Zeider to Alls. Alls for 3. Long the rebound, 1 hop off the floor. Trying to go coast to coast with it, throws up another shot. Warriors trying to get to it, Zeider does. Her pass nearly stolen by Banstra. Alls able to corral it, slow it down in the front court, 1:42 to go before the half. Andrews drives on Banstra, lays it up and lays it in. Andrews now with 8. Tie up on the floor. And it looks like they got a foul in there on Banstra. That'll be her third, team's. So the Warriors for the final 1:14 of the half will be in the bonus. And they're currently up 5. Lowry and Williams will come in for the Warriors. Loon and Zeider will sit. Shahad Bakar will step to the free throw line. First one is through. Abby Hall comes back in for Cornerstone. 2 at the line for Shahad Bakar. Warriors shooting it 67% from the free throw line, 6 of 9. They shoot it about 68% at the line as a team on the season. Final minute first half. Taking the 3, knocking it down. Helmuth for 3. Williams outside Alls. Alls comes in about 6 points per game on the year. Her production slowed down a tick over the last couple games. Free throw line jumper falls for Simone Andrews, who gets into double figures with 10. Shot clock's off for the final 20 seconds of the half. Settle it down in the hands of Gortmaker working on Carmen Lowry. Into the corner goes Hall, wants a 3. Rebound down to Lowry. has an opportunity to push here. Simone Andrews tried to bounce it for Williams, I think, and a whistle and a kick ball called 3 seconds to go, as quickly back into the game comes Ider and Loon. We'll see what the Warriors can do with these 2.3 seconds. Coach Ocampo wants to draw something up. He calls a 30-second timeout to go over their options. We'll take the timeout with them on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. It'll be Loon, Alls, Zyder, Bakar, and Andrews, the 5 for the Warriors, with 2.3 seconds to go until halftime. Alls will throw in from the baseline to Andrews, puts it up. That's a long 2, almost banked it in, but it pops out, and that's how we go to the half. Our halftime score, the Warriors 35, the Golden Eagles 29. Some first half stats before we send you to the half. Cornerstone turns it over 6 times in the first half to the Warriors 1. A +2 advantage in rebounding for the Golden Eagles, 22-20 in total rebounds. Simone Andrews and Julie Ashbaugh tied for a game-high 10 points. Amal Eunice 7 points, Ashley Loon with 6. And again, that stat line for Tambry Williams, 2 points, 3 rebounds, but 5 assists for Williams in that first half of play. Warriors trailed by 1 after 1. It was 14-13. They outscore Cornerstone in the second, 22-15. And our score at the break, Rochester Christian 35, Cornerstone 29 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network.
vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing for what's next.
For NAIA member institutions, small doesn't mean limited. It means limitless. Our schools aren't simply the sum of their teams. They're whole communities that are founded on opportunity, strengthened by tradition, and powered by passion.
Here, we build athletic programs that build lives and legacies.
Through our 29 sports, 21 conferences, 250 member institutions, and 83,000 student athletes, the NAIA fosters a culture of competition and connection in an unstoppable intercollegiate movement where athletics push to new heights and integrity keeps us grounded.
We don't measure success in W's alone. Our greatest victory is the community we create for the student-athlete experience.
Across the NAIA, we play for the love of the game, finding strength in our teammates and gaining inspiration from our challengers.
We know excellence doesn't happen by chance. That's why we built our own playbook for success. From our common sense regulations to our innovative tools like Return on Athletics to our commitment to character development, we help schools not just compete, but thrive.
Our investment goes beyond athletics. We're investing in the future of our student athletes and our schools.
We are bigger than a game, than a record, than a championship. We are the next generation of athletes, leaders, and game changers. It's why we choose the NAIA.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
ready for the second half of play between the Rochester Christian Warriors and the Cornerstone Golden Eagles. 35-29 was our halftime score. Julie Ashbaugh and Simone Andrews each with a game-high 10 points. Warriors 5-1 in conference. Winners of 4 of their last 5 games coming into play today. Second half underway. All steps back behind the three-point line, knocks it down. Solid way to start the second half. 4-3 of the day for the Warriors. They're 4 of 9 from beyond the arc. Loon takes away the basketball on the baseline. Nobody picks her up defensively, goes in, missed the shot. Rebound tapped a couple times by Zeider, but unable to control. Lay in up and good, looks like by Ashbaugh. That'll give her 12 on the game. Came in leading the team at about 17.5 per contest. Hasn't attempted a free throw yet today, has Ashbaugh. Came in 82% on free throws. She'll turn, scoop, and score, working on Zeider. Back-to-back buckets for Julie Ashbaugh. Gives her 14 and 4 rebounds. Zeider turns baseline, missed on the shot, got her own miss, puts it off glass and in. Ashbaugh now defended by Alls. Alls walls up and comes away with the basketball. Send it this way, Loon. Extra feed finds Andrews, corner three. It grazed the backboard before it came down, otherwise may have gone in. Just skimmed off the glass, kind of redirected the shot slightly. Battle for it on the floor, won by Amal Eunice. Alls to Zeider, pivots and scores. Couple baskets for Zeider, the assist there by Alls on the steal by Amal Eunice. Everyone getting involved for the Warriors there. 42-33, they have the lead. 7:22 to go, third quarter. Timeout called by Cornerstone. We'll take it with them on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Four quick points for Kendall Zeider to start the third quarter. Now gives her 10 along with Simone Andrews. She needs one more rebound, does Zeider, for a double-double already. Came in averaging 10 and 7 rebounds. She's been fantastic over her last 4, in fact, 13 points, 9.5 rebounds. Shot does not go on a push shot by Hall, whistle and a foul. It'll be the second on Alls, first foul of our third quarter. Hall's first rattles through. Yeah, Zider's done a little bit of everything for this Warriors team as the second one's through as well. Mentioned 13 points, 9.5 rebounds per game over her last 4, also north of 2 assists and 1 block per game, or excuse me, steal per game as well. Doing it at both ends for Coach Ocampo. 12 to shoot, it's in her hands here, backing in on Innerebner. Outside to Andrews, goes down the lane, layup, no, with 5 to shoot, but a whistle and a foul. That'll be the first on Ashbaugh. Gortmaker and Schur come in for Cornerstone. Andrews at the free throw line is up and good on the first. Second one's good as well. Four for 4 at the line so far today for Simone Andrews, has 12 points. Corner 3, rainbow 3 does not fall for Gortmaker. Tapped out of bounds, it's Warriors basketball. Cornerstone has turned it over 9 times today. Warriors just once. It was a turnover by Loon, who gets it here from Andrews. Eunice down to Zider, back outside Andrews. She'll step back with 8 to shoot, rising, firing for 3. And we've got a wedgie here on the left side of the floor on the shot by Simone Andrews. Just has to laugh it off as she makes her way back down floor. 5:53 to go in the third. Andrews now 4 of 11 from the floor after that last shot. Ashbaugh drives baseline on Alls, got it, and the foul. That'll be the third on Alls. Ashbaugh had 10 at the half, already has 6 here in the third, and make it 7 with the free throw. 17 points, that's of course right around her season average per game. She's 8 of 11 from the floor overall, attempts about 12 field goals per contest. But her team trails 44-38. Ball's tied up on the floor. Possession arrow will stay here with the Warriors. Eunice inbound to Summers. Now Andrews off a screen by Zeider buries it. Summers handed it to Andrews, then Zeider set a screen for her, and confidently off the screen went Andrews for two. Zeider another rebound. That'll be her 10th to give her 10 and 10. Into the corner it goes for three. Loon unable to convert. So Andrews with 14 points. Zeider a 10 and 10 double-double currently. Still plenty of time left in this one. On the run goes Summers. Shots disrupted. It counts, and the foul. 10-point game. Summers will get one at the line. Emily Lockey is going to come in as well, but before all that, with 4:42 to go in the quarter, it's the third quarter media timeout. Warriors up 10 on your home for Warriors basketball. Simone Andrews, 14 points. Kendall Zeider, 10 points, 10 rebounds. On the other side, Julie Ashbaugh, 17 points, 5 rebounds, but she needs some help. Abby Hall, 7 points, and their second leading scorer, Jaxie Long, just 4 points on 1 of 6 shooting so far today. Long does, however, have 7 rebounds and 2 assists. But again, just 4 points on 1 of 6 shooting. Summers knocks down the free throw out of the media timeout. Completes her and one. Emily Lockey has come in as well. She's out there with Eunice, Summers, Zeider, and Andrews. The 5 for Cornerstone, it's Gortmaker, Helmuth, Ashbaugh, Newhouse, and Schur. Eunice pushes for Lockey. Lockey tries to go in, saved her own miss on the baseline, and it falls on the floater for Amal Eunice. Eunice now with 9. Andrews tries to go in alone, lay it up off the glass, lay it in, and the foul. Foul goes on Newhouse, her second, team's 4th. Next one will put the Warriors in the bonus. One at the line for Simone Andrews, 53-38, and make it 54 with the free throw. "17 points for Andrews, perfect at the line, 5 for 5. Shot does not fall for sure. Eunice puts her head down, tries to get to the rim, drops it off Tambry Williams. Long backs her way in on Lockey. Left it behind for Newhouse. Into the corner it goes, 3 on the way. Hops off the rim for Gortmaker. And that's poked loose, out of bounds, stay at this end. Inter-Ebner and Hall come back in. Newhouse and Gortmaker will sit. Warriors outscoring Cornerstone this quarter 19-9. Outscored them 22-15 back in the second. Lockie picks up the dribble. Pass tipped and stolen by Interabner, who just checked in. Just the third turnover by the Warriors today. A long three, knock it down for Abby Hall. Fourth three of the day for Cornerstone. For Hall, that's her second. Has 10 points, 2 of 4 shooting, all coming from beyond the arc. Also 4 of 6 at the free throw line. She's got the basketball here with 2:20 to go in the third. Posted up for Interabner. Tries to turn on Tamri Williams, who comes down with the defensive board. Rebounding now even at 28. Cornerstone held the advantage in that category early on. Warriors have done well on the glass of late. Lay it up, lay it in. Counted in the foul. They get Lockie for her first, team's third. That puts Long at the free throw line. Second field goal for her today. Got the free throw as well. It's back to within 10. Simone Andrews bounces it for Williams. Williams tries to back her way in on Interabner. Had it swatted and then dropped it on the baseline. Williams just 2 points today, but has 6 rebounds and 5 assists. Those 5 assists going back to the first half. Shahad Bakar picks the pocket along, lays it up, and missed. Couldn't cash in on the steal at midcourt. It stays a 10-point game. Driving, laying it up, too strong by Hall. Final minute of the quarter. Loon with it on the wing, gets double team, goes down low for Summers, lay in good. Just a little bit of miscommunication that time defensively by the Golden Eagles. They double teamed the basketball, but Summers just kind of slipped inside. And will stay at this end. 30 seconds to go in the quarter, 21 on the possession. Foul goes on Bakar. Her first, team's fourth. Interabner, hands off. Helmuth tried to go all the way in. Rainbowed it up and over. Shot clock off for the final 18 seconds. Simone Andrews wants one shot. She's got 17 points. Zeider has 10. Zeider not out there on the floor currently as Summers leans in. Got it back and lays it in. First shot lipped out on her, was able to get it back off the floor and beats the quarter buzzer. 58-44 is our scores. We head to the fourth. We'll catch up on some stats from the first 3 quarters when we come back to Garth Arena on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors lead at 58-44 after 3. They trailed by 1 after the first, 14-13, outscored Cornerstone 22-15 in the second, 23-15 in the third. Golden Eagles will get us started here in the fourth, and as we begin the fourth, I'd like to remind you that the men's game will take place just about 30 minutes after this one wraps up. Start time about 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Warriors looking to go to 6-1 to start conference play. Summers able to rip away the basketball on the baseline. Amal Eunice away with it. Ashley Loon wants to drive, lost her balance, threw the shot up short. Loon knocked down an early 3 in this one. She knocked down one more earlier on, has 6 points, a couple rebounds, and 1 assist, but has been relatively quiet offensively as Zider pushes one up and draws the foul. Long picks up her 4th. Long will check out with that 4th foul. Gortmaker comes in for her. Zider's free throw pops out. Long 7 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Just 2 of 8 from the floor today as neither free throw falls for Kendall Zider. Innerebner leaned in on Zider. Zider played it straight up, got the miss. Summers plays catch with Eunice, leans back, and it runs off the rim. Gortmaker splits a couple defenders, lobbed up a shot, no. Finds it somehow under the hoop and lays it in. First basket of the day for Gortmaker, outside Eunice into a 3. Warriors come away with the basketball. Down low it goes. Eunice on the reverse. Looks good. Give the assist to Simone Andrews. Launching a 3. Abby Hall misses for Andrews. Second assist on the day for Eunice. That puts her in double figures with 11 points on the lay-in. Zider misses but got fouled. So Andrews with 17, Eunice with 11, Kendall Zider with 10, all in double figures for the Warriors. Ashbaugh has 17, Abby Hall has 10. Jaxie Long, who's checked out with 4 fouls right now, has 7 points. Zider's free throw is good, needed some help from the rim. 7:41 to go in the game. Second one is up and through. Innerebner above the free throw line. Offensive rebound comes down to Banstra, and that's rejected away with authority by Zider. Erases the shot try by Abby Hall. And Eunice gets a hand on the inbound pass. Zider away with it. Off to Carmen Lowry, who's in for the Warriors. Loon, extra pass, Alls wants a three, gimme that. Rochester Christian looking to be well on their way to a fourth straight win at home as the floater sticks for Gortmaker. That home winning streak started with Northwestern Ohio, a 105-61 final that day. Then they knocked down Aquinas 64-43, and Indiana Tech, of course, last Saturday, 54-53. Baseline reverse it, throwing it straight up over her head was Banstra. Zeider had it poked free by Ashbaugh. Ashbaugh lay in, no, whistle gonna go on Zeider. The turnover by Zeider at the other end, just the Warriors' fifth today, had one in the whole first half. Cornerstone has 15 turnovers today. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Warriors didn't make Cornerstone pay for a lot of those early turnovers, points off turnovers. At the time, Cornerstone had 5 turnovers and just 2 points off for the Warriors. That's now 16 points off turnovers on the, as mentioned, 15 turnovers by the Golden Eagles. At the free throw line is Ashbaugh, and she gets both. Lay it in, missing was Lowry, got knocked down and fouled. Warriors have also done a good job on those 15 turnovers by Cornerstone. 11 steals for the Warriors. Lowry to the line to shoot 2 after Ashbaugh just knocked down 2 on the other side. Lowry's second is through. And we'll have to keep an eye on the right leg, right ankle maybe, of Carmen Lowry. Looked like trying to shake it off at the free throw line there. Looks to be okay. She stays in the game. Follow-up goes for Ashbaugh, whistling a foul down low. That'll be the 4th on Alls. So Zeider quickly back into the game for her. Alls has 4 for the Warriors. Jaxie Long has 4 for Cornerstone. (67-53), and the Warriors call time with 6:03 to go in the game. Again, reminder that the men's game will take place at 3 p.m. Eastern here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Scoring here in the 4th is even at 9 aside. Warriors used the second quarter to get a lead after trailing by 1 after 1. And then 23-15 was their edge in the third to create a little more cushion. Simone Andrews still with those 17 points. Zeider up to 12 and 12 rebounds. Amal Eunice, 11 points. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. On the other side, Julie Ashbaugh, 22 points. Abby Hall, 10. Jaxie Long, 7 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, just 2 of 8 though from the floor. After today's contest for the Warriors, they'll head to the Daytona Beach Classic on the 17th and 18th, taking on number 16 Carroll, and then Kansas Wesleyan on the 18th. Then they'll take on number 6 St. Francis on December 27th in Fort Wayne. An exhibition to round out the 2025 calendar year on the 29th against Division I Detroit Mercy at Callahan Hall. Then we turn it over to January 3rd at Cleary before they come home for a couple games on the 7th and 10th. Straight away for Eunice out of the timeout, comes up well short. Gortmaker will bring it across. She's out there with Ashbaugh, Long, Aston, and Schur. Long playing with those 4 fouls. Has it here, rises up on Carmen Lowry and misses. Just hasn't quite been her day for Jaxie Long. Eunice hands it to Summers. 10 to shoot for the Warriors, 5:15 to go in the game. Zeider still with it. Almost got the shot to fall. Gortmaker tosses cross court. Ashbaugh drives in, and a block will be called on Zeider. That'll be the 3rd on Zeider. So Alls has 4 fouls. Zeider picks up number 3. Nobody else really in too much foul trouble for the Warriors. First free throw is home for Long. For Cornerstone, Long with 4 fouls. Banstra has 3. Second one's good as well. Gets the differential down to 12. We've got less than 5 to play. Eunice has it knocked away out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Summers with it. Had it poked loose to Amal Eunice. 10 on the possession. Simone Andrews gets a screen but rejects it from Zeider. Zeider downhill has it stripped. Didn't get the shot to fall. Doesn't matter. It was a shot clock violation. Ashbaugh attacks on Summers, flips it up underhand, no. Possible 3-on-2 for the Warriors. Simone Andrews goes in off glass for 2. She'll continue what's been a solid day scoring for Simone Andrews. 19 points, 7 of 14 from the floor, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Long pushes one up and over everything. Clap of the hands as she makes her way back down floor. Eunice driving on her, missed. Ashbaugh ducks in on Summers and lays it in. Ashbaugh has done what she can to keep her team in this as this one rattles around and down for Simone Andrews. Ashbaugh just hasn't gotten the help she's needed today. Hall with 10, Long with 9, Gortmaker with 6, as Ashbaugh leads everyone with 24. Simone Andrews after that last deuce up to 21. Zider with 12 points, 15 rebounds. Amal Eunice, 11 points. J.C. Summers has 7. As it's 71-57, 3:02 to go in the game. Warriors on their way to a 6-1 start in conference play. They came into today second in the conference behind only Lourdes, who came in 5-0. Second foul called on Simone Andrews. Team's fourth. Long back to the free throw line. Second one's up and through. 2 at the line for Long. Off to Andrews, gets to the free throw line, extra pass to the corner to Summers for 3. Rebound, Inner-Ebner. Warriors know all too well after last weekend that you have to finish this one out until the clock hits 0. Indiana Tech learned that lesson the hard way. Ball goes out of bounds on the baseline, 2:30 to go. Mentioned Lourdes checks into today 5-0 in conference, number 1 in the WAC, ahead of Rochester Christian. Right now, 3:10 to go in their game, up 3 on Aquinas, 51-48. Eunice, this way for Loon, leaves it inside for Zider. 10 to shoot for the Warriors. Andrews driving, floating, and hitting. "23 points for Simone Andrews. Her season high is knock it down for 3, Maddie Shore. Season high for Andrews is 24 against Northwestern Ohio. Did that here a couple weekends ago. Another game for Simone Andrews of 10 or more points. 7th time this season that she's had 10 or more. In the previous 6 games, the Warriors were 4-2 in those games, well on their way to making it 5-2 here today. Timeout called by the Golden Eagles. 73-62, still a minute 52 to go. Again, the men's game coming your way at about 3 p.m. Eastern time. Both teams have made their way into the corners of Garth Pleasant Arena, awaiting their chance to take the floor here momentarily. Warriors men 7-3 overall on the year, 3-2 in conference play. They're 6-2 at home so far this season. Loon up ahead, lay it in, and one. Looked like Maddie Shore was kind of surprised by the foul call there. Looked like she was actually letting Loon go, but just kind of reached at the last second as Loon turned the corner to go to the hoop. Free throw is up and short. 75-62, minute 40 to go in the game. Long to Interebner, outside to Hall. Now Long with 8 to shoot, guarded by Ashley Loon. Gets down towards the baseline, chucks it up, no. Coach Ocampo wants them to slow things down here. Gortmaker bumps Eunice, knocks the ball out of bounds. No call for the bump, but it'll be Warriors basketball. 16 to shoot, 1:06 to go in the game. Eunice finally passes off for Loon. Now Zeider working on Interebner. Through a double team, drops it off to Tambry Williams, who lays it in at the shot clock. Timeout called by Cornerstone. Believe that's their last. With 49 seconds to go, it's 77-62 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors just 50 seconds away from heading to 6-1 in conference play. Lord's game against Aquinas just went final. 61-55, Lords hangs on and wins. They go to 6-0 in WAC play. Bella Thornburg comes in for the Warriors. Errant shot by Hall. Ashley Loon just trying to exit her half the floor and able to do so through Zeider. Up ahead, Simone Andrews lays it in. And by my count, that's now a new season high for Simone Andrews. Gives her 25. Shot blocked by Zeider on the shot try by Gortmaker, and now the Warriors can just walk this one across half court. Warriors will go to 6-4 overall on the season, 6-1 in conference play. 79-62 is your final score. As we check out some final stats from this one before we sign off, men's game will take place at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Simone Andrews, 25 points, a season high, 10 of 17 from the floor, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Kendall Zeider, a double-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds. Amal Eunice adds 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in the win for the Warriors. On the other side, for Cornerstone, 24 points, 10 of 17 shooting for Julie Ashbaugh. Jaxie Long battled 4 fouls there throughout the game. 11 points, though, and 11 rebounds for her, just 2 of 10 shooting. Abby Hall, 10 points on 2 of 10 shooting, 2 of 8 from three-point range. They'll fall to 4 and 6 on the season, 2 and 4 in conference play. So for SID, Andrew Ripke, my name's Stephen McDonald saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time is the Warriors 79 and the Golden Eagles 62. This has been a presentation of the Rochester Christian Sports Network.